People don't understand
Stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. I like crypto grind. Currency's flowing, every coin's on my mind. My coin base to upper, watch the numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, known to the man. Emptying out my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move to the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction here, cash raises ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
if you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course, we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
You gotta get this money on. What up, y'all? What's good?
What's good?
What's up, y'all? We back. So we got a couple updates to go over this evening. So it looked like Verizon got cut about 15,000 jobs because they said that they restructuring. That's what the new CEO said. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. We're gonna talk about we got 50 plus gaming influencers launch how do you say this? Galaxia?
Yeah.
Galaxia. First player on blockchain gaming studio. I'm telling y'all.
Galaxia.
Galaxia. Okay, Galaxia. First player on blockchain gaming studio. Yes, y'all heard that correctly. You got Bitcoin price. So Bitcoin did drop below 98K. We had $658 million in liquidations. Check up the crypto market. I think this is a short-term dip, but and then the XRP ETF went live and it's right. I think right now it's recording about $36 million in volume. We're gonna talk about that as well. And we are going to talk about Trump signing the bill to reopen the government. I meant to touch on that this morning, but we're gonna talk about it because it's just a short-term situation too. So we're gonna talk about that. But yeah, y'all, it's just a couple articles to go over. Y'all know it's Thursday, so we only be on for about 30 minutes. But so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and just start hot with this Verizon situation. That hits home for me because I got a couple friends that work at Verizon on the corporate side. So what's going on with Verizon? Who they laying off?
Yeah, so basically, because somebody had mentioned this earlier that Verizon was laying off 15,000 employees, or 15,000 jobs are being cut rather. So Verizon's new CEO, they got a new CEO that joined, in October, and they plan to lay off about 15,000 employees. That's around 15% of the company, and the biggest layoff in Verizon history. Like that's the biggest layoff in Verizon history. So many cuts will hit non-union managers, more than 20% reduction, and about 180 company-owned stores will be turned into franchises. And then Verizon says it needs to become simpler, leaner, and scrappier because it's losing ground to rivals offering cheaper phone plans and big trading deals. Listen, this is what they ass get. This is what they ass get, yo. They always been.
AT&T finna have to do the same thing.
I know Verizon for a fact. They always been the most expensive plan for the longest, right? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong at all. It took for the economy to get bad for people to be like, I can't continue to pay this $400 or $500 phone bill. And so people like Boost Mobile came out with a plan where it was like 4 people for $35 a month.
Yeah.
So people left. Like people struggling right now. Like people was choosing between groceries and rent, my nigga. So people cutting costs because the economy's that bad. People getting laid off. We in mass inflation. So I'm not shocked whatsoever. I just left AT&T last year. And when I tell y'all it was losing customers, I'm watching them lose customers left and right. On top of that, one thing I used to always complain about was how long it takes for the transaction. I used to miss out on hella sales because their POS system sucks. I'm sure Verizon's ain't no better than AT&T's. And yeah, you would just lose customers because of that, because ain't nobody trying to sit in there waiting either. So
Nah, that shit is horrible. That shit is horrible. So basically the competition is getting tough. AT&T and T-Mobile are winning more customers with aggressive promotions. I'll be seeing them promoting way more than Verizon too. And then you got cable.
AT&T keeping their customers because they got you on a 3-year plan. A 3-year, not plan, but You get on that phone. What is it called? It's called the Next Up program. Get on this.
And they
It's
got you
3
locked
years.
in.
They
They got
got
you
you
locked
locked in because regardless, it's called Next Up anytime. I can upgrade anytime, but it's a 36 months to pay off the device, unless you can just come in and pay it off, and then because you ain't under no contract. But AT&T got smart. That's how they locking people in for 3 years because most people don't have $1,000 for a phone.
in. Right. Okay.
That's so yeah, they got clever. They got clever.
And then I'm seeing like all these other, newer companies like Mint Mobile and all these other
I
spots,
heard
that I
man.
never heard of. You know what I'm saying? So they
Yeah.
offer cheaper offers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then cable companies like Comcast, Charter, also bundle them up. Yeah, I got Comcast. So yep, yep.
Spectrum mad cheap too. Yep.
Oh yeah, Spectrum. That's what I got. Yeah, I got Spectrum. Yeah, and that is in that home internet, all that ordeal. So they try to like lock you in with that. So Verizon added only 44,000 monthly paid subscribers last quarter,
Oh,
far
that's
behind
terrible.
far behind T-Mobile. Damn,
Damn. That's
damn.
horrible. That is horrible in the phone. That was crazy because I worked in the phone industry. That's horrible. Gang. Them boy, I hate to work for Verizon right now. Them area managers is on day ass. I hate when
Yeah,
it's like that because it becomes a micromanaging environment, which in turn it's hard for you to get your employees to sell because you want their ass so much. But it's like y'all ain't getting no sales, so you gotta be on their ass.
yeah, you got to be on them.
Oh my
You gotta be on.
god.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Um, so Verizon's prices are the highest in the industry, right? Like I said before, they were notorious for having high ass phone bills or whatever. But they kind of, I don't know about now, but didn't they have like the best service for a while, like the best coverage?
No, they did because I had them when I was in like high school, middle school, a little bit of college. Service used to be great. You paid for it though. You paid
Yeah,
for it. That bill. I remember my mom complaining about that bill a lot though. We had good service, but the only reason we kept it was because we down south, we be in the country, so we needed good service.
needed that service. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Verizon stock rose about 1.5% on the layoff news. Investors often see cost cutting things like this as good for profits, at least in the short term. But analysts warn that retaining customers may still require expensive phone subsidies. So it's unclear if savings from layoffs will cover those retention costs. And then what else is changing is their store strategy. So they're converting corporate stores to franchises lower, and it lowers fixed costs and it shifts operations to franchise owners.
So they
Um,
go to third parties. That's horrible. They are desperate. They broke. Verizon is going broke. Jesus Christ. If they selling a lot of corporate stores to franchises, gang, that screams you don't have no money. Damn.
damn, damn. And then the CEO wants a cost transformation to shrink Verizon's expense base after years of rising competition and big spending. Damn. So to give you some context, Verizon paid $52 billion in 2021 for mid-band 5G spectrum to improve its network, and some say they overpaid. And they also spent $20 billion to buy Frontier Communications assets and $6 billion to acquire TracFone. And those big bets are add pressure to deliver that growth. Damn. So yeah, Verizon. Yeah, they're gonna have to re-strategize. They got to re-strategize.
They said, it says right here, I think this is the CEO, but he said our financial growth has relied too heavily on price increases, a strategic approach that relies too much on price without subscriber growth. It's not a sustainable strategy. It's not. On top of that, um, they got to pay the salespeople, so the commission, and then they
Mm,
keep changing the commission structure, and so that factors into it because then you short the salespeople are getting the short end of the stick. It's like, bro, I remember. I can tell y'all now because I don't care. Working it because AT&T ain't no better than Verizon. AT&T might be a few dollars cheaper than Verizon, and I literally mean a few dollars. Um, the commission truck structure was so ass. And then we can go to the next article. But like I remember, I would have to sell like 50 phones just to see maybe, and mind you, this is with my hourly check to see maybe a $3,000 check. I would have to sell like 50 new lines. I'm talking about new lines. Upgrades, you can get paid a lot off upgrades if you upsell in the upgrade. But most people, when they upgrade their phone, they literally just want a phone. They ordering the case off Amazon and the screen protector. So we would have to bust our ass to sell internet. That's why when Crow was in here talking about did I want internet, I used to have to sell that. Internet, the phone service. What else do they have? I miss TV, but I think AT&T is doing away with Direct TV early, or they did away with it this year. But yeah, you would have to sell because see, that's another thing. So that's why, and then they probably use losing employee. The employees are not motivated when they're not getting paid that much. Like if it's impossible, because on some certain months it's impossible to try and sell 50 phones. Only time it's good to be working for a phone company is now because it's holiday time and most people upgrade around this time. But it would be hard, and I'm talking about that's with my hourly check. So if my hourly check was about 1,800, 1,900, then my commission check would be another maybe, and this is going exempt. Maybe my check is 3,000. It might be about 2,800. So another reason why I'm saying that, as far as their money, because why they only seeing 44,000, the sales reps don't want to sell. Y'all not paying them. They got to do too much. You're not paying them, and that's AT&T and Verizon. Y'all commission structure is completely ass. Like it used to be good back in the day though. I remember niggas was running up 6, 7, 8 bands. That's how I got caught up in the industry. You would be running up $6, $7, $8,000 in a commission check, easy. But they changed their commission structure quick because it was too obtainable for niggas like me who could sell, and other niggas. There's a lot of the niggas in that industry that could sell, and yeah, niggas run up bands. But now I can't. When I went back, I'm like, kind of structure is this? So yeah, ain't nobody trying to sell that shit. But damn, Verizon, sorry, not 2 fingers. I don't think they're gonna make it. But drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a fire. You think Verizon gonna make it? If you don't think they're gonna make it, drop a 1 in the chat. I'm gonna drop a 1. I don't think Verizon gonna make it.
Damn.
Cause I got the internet right now and it's all right. I don't have too many issues, but it definitely be lagging. I definitely would prefer to have fiber. But with me being in Nevada, the big internet out here is Cox. Cox is ass. So, yeah, Verizon was the best I could get. I couldn't get AT&T. I could get their internet air. That sucks. But yeah, Verizon Dusky. But yeah, just let me know what y'all think in the chat. Y'all think Verizon gonna survive, or we might be seeing the end of Verizon. Verizon got long money though, so because they money long, they might can make it another 4 or 5 years because they made a lot of money over time because them bills were so damn high.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something different. They're gonna have to do something different. I don't know what.
I don't know what they could do, D.
I don't know what. I don't know. I ain't got no ideas right now. You know.
Somebody said they will make it because it would be bought and restructured. That's a good point. I don't know who would buy them though. They might. I could see that though.
They still got their name. They still got their name too.
Yeah, they still got their name, and they've been around a long time. And like I said, they money long, so they should be able to withstand this test of time. But I'm telling you, but if they don't restructure, I mean, that's what they clearly doing now is restructuring. But if they don't do something about them plans though, because you giving people no financial incentive to even come back over there. So we'll see, y'all.
They need to rebrand. They need to rebrand for real.
Oh, for sure. They're gonna go on a blockchain as well. They will make it because it will be okay. Yeah. We're gonna see, y'all. We're gonna see. So let's talk about these gaming influencers real quick. So 50 plus gaming influencers launch. How you said it again?
Galaxia.
Galaxia. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, Galaxia. So it's the first player-owned blockchain gaming studio.
Yeah, Galaxia. So more than 50 big game influencers with over 200 million total followers teamed up to create Galaxia, which is a player and creator-owned gaming studio. This is news that came out today. You know what I mean? It just so happened we was talking about the metaverse earlier, so this came across my board. I was like, oh, shit. So their first big game is Planet X. Even in early access, it already has 300,000 verified signups and over $500,000 in sales already. Instead of just promoting games, creators actually own a piece of the studio through Galaxium Bars, which is digital equity tied to the revenue from all Galaxia games and entertainment. So what makes this platform different is creator ownership. So influencers aren't just ads. They're co-owners, builders, and storytellers. Their Galaxium Bars link them to revenue across the whole network. They got built-in audience with 200 million followers and 30 billion content views. They can promote games at massive scale from day one. And then they got rewards. Planet X mixes digital and real world prizes like winning signed NBA jerseys through in-game treasure hunts, and then they want to build the next Riot game, but on chain, co-owned by the community and top creators. So who's involved is PUBG, Mobile Stars, Panda, Lavino, and Suvio are co-owners, and then ex-Premier players. Uh, James Austin is also a co-owner, so ex-soccer player. And this is the first athlete partnership. The 2025 NBA champion Isaiah Joe will drop signed jerseys as Planet X collectibles. Why now? Because P2E, play to earn, gaming is valued at $4.8 billion, and that's just going to continue to increase.
Say it one more time. Play to earn gaming is at what?
Is valued at $4.8 billion. Billion with a B.
Also, okay.
And then you got top projects like Immutable X, IMX, Decentraland, and Sandbox are seeing weekly gains and showing steady interest in Web3 gaming. Why this matters is because for creators, this is real ownership and long-term revenue streams, not just short promo deals. For players, games built with community feedback plus real-world rewards that tie into streaming and content, creator content. And then for the industry, it's a large coordinated creator collective that could change how games launch, scale, and monetize easily on these blockchain rails. Damn.
Wow. We told y'all like every class we do, it don't just be to be doing a class. It's a reason behind it. Trying to put y'all on early. The streaming, and it's crazy because it's like I'm getting in that realm now. And I wouldn't say it's oversaturated, but imagine if this many people have already caught on, because it's clearly people caught on because it's a $4.8 trillion market.
Yep.
$4.8 billion market.
Billion dollar market.
$4.8 billion market. So imagine when play to earn really is like on your phone, just with little games on your phone. Like imagine, like that's why you want to be in place early in situations like this, because this is gonna definitely grow. 4.8 billion, man, that's scratching the surface compared to where this shit is going. Like I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. It's so many people out here who play the game for hours. All I'm saying is make some money while you doing it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's a fact. Take advantage of the opportunities, because, and that's not even, he's not even a real, big NBA player, but the fact that he's ahead of the curve and putting his signed jerseys out there and tying it to the blockchain, he's creating that value already. So he's an NBA champion, so he got that to hang on. So
the people that's early will be the pioneers. I'm telling you.
Yep.
So gaming's about to be a serious deal. That's exactly why we got the gaming chat going, trying to get everything up and going now. And while we doing that class. So I would definitely get well acquainted in the gaming industry, because I'm telling you, people are going to be able to, some people have already, but you can be able to quit your job with this shit, because you're gonna be making way more money doing what you love to do.
Yeah.
Way more money doing what you love to do. So
that's 100.
All right, so let's see this next article. Bitcoin. So and then we got a video. We'll play that after this. But Bitcoin price. So it says that BTC dropped to 98K. It was $658 million in liquidations, and that definitely shook up the crypto market. So we'll go over this real quick. My bad. So Bitcoin fell below that 100K mark, dropping to about $98,377. And that was today. This drop was triggered roughly by $657.8 million in liquidations across the crypto market in the last 24 hours. Of that total, about 533.57 million were long positions, because investors are betting on the price to go up. So that got forced closed. So around $124.3 million were short positions. So this fall represents a 22% correction from Bitcoin's recent high of $126,080 earlier this year. So large liquidations mean many leveraged traders got caught, which can increase volatility, trigger stop loss, and make the market more fragile. So the break of the support level of 100K is significant. It could shape market sentiment and lead to more caution among investors or traders. So when Bitcoin drops sharply, it often pulls broader crypto assets down too. So Ethereum, Solana, etc. And it affects the overall market flow. So that means there's a lot of funds moving out and there's more risk. So yeah, this was a risk event. So it's not just price movement, but structural stress in the market. So bottom line that it dropped under 100K, y'all. So this is more than just a price tick. It underscores how leverage and sentiment play big roles in the crypto market dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, just keep an eye on Bitcoin. See if it can recover, if it's gonna recover. But I got this video I'm gonna play of Christine Lagarde. I'm playing it because y'all know we follow the Europeans, right? The European Central Bank.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna play this clip real quick because I know some of y'all. I'm sorry to the maxis. I'm not sorry, but the truth shall set you free. The
Shout
truth.
out to Crypto Goddess for posting this. That's where I seen it on IG. Shout out to her.
Oh, and appreciate you for the super chat over there, Steven. Appreciate you, Regal Rose, for the super chat. Appreciate both of y'all, man. Appreciate that.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
All right, so I'm gonna play this real quick.
Should or could include bitcoins. I think there is a view around the table.
I'm gonna refresh it.
Reserves of central bank should or could include bitcoins. I think there is a view around the table of the governing council, and most likely the general council as well, that reserves have to be liquid, that reserves have to be secure, that they have to be safe, that they should not be plagued by the suspicion of money laundering or other criminal activities. And as a result, I'm confident that reserves will not enter, that bitcoins will not enter the reserves of any of the central banks of the.
She said a Bitcoin reserve will not enter the central banks over there.
I thought that was pretty interesting, being that this is the president of the ECB.
So she said no Bitcoin reserves for the ECB because it's not it's too risky, it's not scalable. So yeah, and it's like Black Swan capitalist. I can always hear his voice when I'm reading his stuff. But he said Bitcoin fails every time because it was designed for speculation, not settlement. It cannot scale for institutional use. It lacks regulatory compliance and is inherently volatile. It is. That's why I never understood why we even entertained a Bitcoin reserve. But every central bank, that's not no shade or no hate, but these are just the facts. So if the facts hurt your feelings, then you take that up with God. But every central bank, regulatory body, and global institution, including frameworks set by the IMF, the BIS, and the World Bank, is focused on building systems that are secure, liquid, and audible. That is literally what she's describing, what she's talking about in her speech right here. So this is where, Ripple and Stellar come in. They are constructing the infrastructure for real-time global settlement, compliant with regulatory standards, and capable of handling institutional scale liquidity. This isn't a theory. This is happening now, and it is. And I'll play it one more time for the people in the back.
General Counsel. I had a good conversation with my colleague from the Czech Republic, and I leave it to him to make whatever announcement he wants to make, but I'm confident that he's convinced, as we all are, of the necessity to have liquid, secure, and safe reserves.
You heard her? She said she wants liquid, secure, and safe reserves. Heavy on the liquid, heavy on secure, and safe reserves.
Referred to, and whether reserves of central bank should or could include bitcoins. I think there is a view around the table of the governing council, and most likely the general council as well, that reserves have to be liquid, that reserves have to be secure, that they have to be safe, that they should not be plagued by the suspicion of money laundering or other criminal activities. And as a result, I'm confident that reserves will not enter, that bitcoins will not enter the reserves of any of the central banks of the General Council.
She shook her head. She said, I'm confident Bitcoins will not enter the reserves of the central banks. Like, she said, no.
Right. So, We just showing the video, fam. We just showing the video.
I mean, yeah, she's she's a pretty of high importance.
This the president of the ECB.
So take that up with them. That's what she said. That's what she said. So I'm just, we gotta bring the facts. We gotta bring the facts to the table here. So take it or leave it. But yeah, y'all been warned about Bitcoin, gang. Y'all been warned. Let me see. Was that everything? Oh, Trump. Let me go ahead and go over this real quick. So Trump signs bill to reopen the U.S. government as Congress suddenly ramps up crypto work. So it says the House of Representatives voted in favor of a months-long funding measure late Wednesday. This was insane because I was looking at the news earlier with my mom, and they were saying how people missed out. Federal workers missed out on 3 pay periods. Mind you, before this, everybody was complaining saying they was 1 or 2 pay periods away from poverty.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it was programs and stuff put in place to help people out, but they got to pay all that money back. So they next couple checks, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a wrap for Christmas. Like, like that's crazy. That sucks, man. Crazy. But yeah, so Trump signs the bill to reopen the U.S. government. So the United States House of Representatives passed a short-term funding bill to reopen the U.S. government after a 42-day shutdown. With the government back in business, legislative and regulatory bodies are now refocusing on crypto-related work. A confirmation hearing was scheduled for Mike Selig. I think that's how you say his name. He's the nominee for the CFTC chair. So I believe that is coming up at the end of this month. It says the U.S. Senate Committee on Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry published a draft bill addressing the CFTC's role in crypto spot markets. With agencies like with the SEC and the CFTC resuming full operations, regulatory actions, approvals, and rulemaking that were stalled can now restart. So this matters because of regulatory momentum. So we can now read the restart signals that crypto regulation, policy clarity, and institutional frameworks may move faster again, potentially affecting crypto markets, token projects, platforms, and institutional investors. Access to access and approval. So with government agencies active again, filings, approvals, like as far as ETFs, listing, custody frameworks, and regulatory guidance that were delayed may pick up speed, which impacts timing and strategy. And this is a structural change as well. So the behavior of the crypto market can shift when government tools and oversight activate. So yeah, this this is a good thing for crypto because we can go ahead and pick up because we were already, trying to get the Clarity Act underway. So basically, bottom line, this article just talked about the drama of the shutdown, and how that's over and the real work is back. So they're trying to get crypto regulation, legislative efforts, agency activity, back up and running. So the infrastructure behind markets, policy, regulation, government action is turning a corner, and that creates opportunities and risks in crypto. So just keep that in mind. So when those doubters come on here, they ain't keeping up with the news because now stuff about to pick right back up. And make sure y'all stay on that side. Make sure y'all stay over there with the bears. Okay, stay over there. Stay over there, because regardless if you get it done before Thanksgiving or before this year or the tail end of this year, that bill is getting on that man's desk, whether it's at the very beginning of next year, the tail end of this year, but that bill will get to Trump's desk. But I think that was all the articles we had.
I think so.
I think that was everything. Okay. I know we had that first spot. Oh yeah, we went over that about XRP. They had a $36 million volume. Did we go over that? Well, yeah, the 36. That's all the article was talking about.
Yeah, 36 million. Yeah,
36 million.
But
okay. But Bitcoin Max is losing their crap. No, they are for real. But yeah, y'all, that was it. So yeah, we'll be back on tomorrow. Hopefully the market will start recovering. Hopefully we'll get some more Clarity Act news or some dates or something. But yeah, y'all continue to dollar cost average, all that good stuff. The link for the class for the gaming class is in the description over here on YouTube. It's in the bio, in BlockNation's bio. Just click that link. And that'll get you to the class. Other than that, hey, learn DeFi, get in the Patreon, get in the Telegram. Y'all already know. See y'all like the live over here on YouTube, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
See y'all tomorrow. All right, y'all.
Kween and D, we're building things in this crypto world. Nothing's as fine.
Get in blockchain now. Stop listening to the media. Stop listening to all the naysayers and all the doubters. Those are the same people that told people that the internet was just a phase. And now look at the world. Can't operate without the internet.
Listen, real quick, don't disrespect yourself and look these up. Right now. You will regret it. Things are happening. Look these up. Right now.
So clean indeed, dropping crypto gems. It's like they got the vision, seeing future trends. So I with the moves before the crowd reacts. First to make connections, no room for the hacks. No speculation, just straight facts in and flow. Navigating this market, watching profits roll. From Bitcoin to altcoins, they know the game. In the world of finance, the change in the frame. Queen's got the insight, D's got the voice. Together they rise, man, and make the right choice. Educating the masses, bring it back to the dark. In this crypto revolution, they igniting the spark. So if you wanna roll, you better tune in tight. Queen and D on the mic, bringing truth to light. In every podcast episode, they set the pace and the hustle at the block to take light. So free.
Shit going crazy right now. Let me just go ahead and share my screen. So yes, the House passed the Genius Act in a 307-122 vote. Shout out to Congress who was tired of stifling innovation and got this done. So yes, the Genius Act is headed to President Trump's desk, who plans to sign it at the White House ceremony. This shit real deep.
Kween and D,
This shit real. We
we're
not. Oh my god.
building
Oh
things
my
in this
god.
crypto world. Nothing's as fine.